Hey guys, it is Wednesday, May 24th, and obviously day 24 of my Stitch Mania. So here is where I got to Cuisine d'été last night. I was able to finish that basket motif down in the bottom, and I wanted to show you kind of what the whole thing looks like right now. I'm loving it. I am so in love with this piece. It's just so fun and summery, and can't wait to get it finished and have it hanging. So here is kind of a close-up, cat hair and all, of that little motif. And here's a little better look at those road stitches that I did yesterday. So what I have left are basically just these two pieces. So that bowl of cherries and then the little shelf and dish towels underneath it. So I'm getting super close to a finish on this. This is one of my Year of Whips pieces. And so my thought is that once I get through May and through all of my, Stitch Mania rotating, I'm going to go back and pick up a couple of things that I think I should be able to finish off fairly quickly. So one of those is this piece, obviously, because I think with, even just doing a week's rotation on it, I think I could get pretty darn close to a finish, if not, get it completely finished, and then this would be off my Year of Whips list. So, love it, happy with it, happy with the progress that I made in the past 2 days. All right, so next up is Mystery 9. And I'm gonna see if I put some file folders down on my desk so that hopefully it'll show the dark color of the desk won't come through quite as much. I'm actually going to stand up and see if I can show you kind of this whole thing. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Obviously, as I mentioned, and the last time I showed this to you, I have outgrown my 17 by 17 inch Q-snap. So I am going to probably put this on, well, not probably, I am going to put this on scroll rods, and I'm going to put something in there to kind of protect the beads a little bit. I'm just not sure what yet, because I don't want to use quilt batting, just because I don't want the the fuzziness to grab onto the beads. So here's where we're at. You can see some of that sparkle there where I've already got the beads attached. So pretty. So I am kind of simultaneously, you can see I've attached all the beads over here, the holes in there, like in here, there are big crystals that go in there. So I'm leaving those till the end. So I've finished the beading on that, but then I started working out into this next area. So I will probably work more on that tonight and tomorrow night. But then I thought that I would just sort of alternate between doing the beading in these areas, because I've got 3 more corners to bead. Doing the beading in those areas alternated with this next border in that area. So I love this piece. I'd really love to see this piece done, finally. So, and the fabric is a 32 count lavender mist. It doesn't read as lavender, but it is a very, very pale lavender. And of course it's all silks and petite treasure braid and delicate beads, etc. So anyway, and then these areas right here are bugle beads, like cobalt blue bugle beads, but because of the way that bugle beads are made, you know, they're cut on the end, and so they will cut your thread if you're not careful. So those will get put on it at the end as well. So, but look at the texture from that pearl silk, and the texture over here with the artichoke flowers. This is what I mean when I say Martina is just a master at texture done through specialty stitches and beads. I mean, look at all those road stitches. And then this herringbone stitch. Just a stunner. So anyway, so that's going on the scroll rods, and then work on that tonight and tomorrow night, and I will update my progress after that. Hey, it is Thursday, May 25th. I'm at the office today. I don't want to do a whole lot today, frankly. So it's almost the end of the day. I have Quilt Guild tonight, which I'm looking forward to. And our program tonight is, we have someone coming from the State Fair that manages the creative arts and textiles exhibit, coming to talk about entries and what they look for and things like that. So in kind of combination with that, we are having a bring your favorite, you know, fair food to share. So I've seen several folks showing on Instagram what they are bringing, so I'm very excited about trying some things, like an apple spice cake with brown sugar frosting, and somebody's making homemade chili and things like that. So anyway, so that's the plan for tonight. I did work on Mystery 9 last night, and the scroll rods were difficult. My fabric is wider than my scroll rods, but they're the only ones I have. So I ended up folding back, you know, about this much of fabric on one side so that I could, you know, get them on there. After I did it, I thought maybe I should have folded it on the other side so that the piece was closer to the right side, which is where I'm stitching. Oh well. Once I got it in there, and I use that term loosely because it's not in there great, it's kind of, you know, whatever, but it's in there. So I think it was, even being on a bigger thing than the 17-inch Q-snap, it was shorter, you know, rather than being 17 inches tall, it was shorter. So it was a little easier to maneuver. And I think I made really good progress on that corner. I was working on filling in that little green hedge area. And so I got all the cross stitching done in it, and then I just need to finish all of the eyelets. And then that's done, and then I can move on to the pool that's in, I'm just using my hands to talk. Then I can move on to the pool that's in that corner and get it started. So I don't know that any of that is going to happen tonight, just because Quilt Guild night tends to be a late night to get home. So that may be all that I really get accomplished on Mystery 9 this go around, which is a little disappointing, but I know it'll come back up. You know, I'll get it back out soon and work on it some more. So I have been watching Christy with a K on Emily Eclectic Possessions recommendation, and have been thoroughly enjoying that. I think I just finished watching episode 4 or 5. So I kind of, you know, put that on, and while I'm doing paperwork or emails or whatever, I can just kind of listen to that in the background. So I've been watching those, and I am also supposed to be working on, for my other guild, for the Tudor Rose Guild, we are doing a patriotic ornament exchange. For the past couple of years, we've done a Halloween ornament exchange, which was a lot of fun. So this year they decided to try doing a patriotic exchange because not everybody's into Halloween. I don't know why. I mean, it's Halloween. It's awesome. But not everybody's into Halloween. So we're gonna try the patriotic exchange. So I signed up for this thing. And of course it's like, you know, a week and a half out, and I haven't even started stitching anything. So I pulled something out that I thought I was going to stitch, but then I looked at it and I don't know that that's what I'm gonna do. So it was this shepherd's bush piece. This is supposed to be a scissor fob, but I mean, that's like a 4-inch scissor fob, which is a little crazy to me, but whatever. But I thought, oh, well, as an ornament, that might be really cute. But and it came in this kit with all the stuff. But when I looked at the fabric, I was like, oh, look, it's got some modeling on it. That's cool. But it's, and you know how I feel about that. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. But I had brought this with me because I thought, oh, that would be a good thing to kind of work on during the meeting tonight. Well, changed my mind on that. So this weekend, I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna stitch and get it started so that I can get it finished so that I have it ready for Guild on the first Tuesday. And the other thing, so I had that I was gonna work on. I figured I'd work on it at lunch and then I'd take it to Guild and work on that. But I brought a backup project just in case. Yeah. When we went on our honeymoon, I brought like 4 books with me because what if I finished one really quickly? What if I didn't like one? What if I, you know, had extra time? I don't know, whatever. But I brought like 4 books with me, which, you know, was crazy because they were all like actual books. And when we were coming back from Rome, I'm like, holy crap, my suitcase is gonna be totally over the weight limit because I have 4 freaking books in my suitcase, plus all the stuff we bought. So anyway, backup books. So I brought a backup project today, which I'm glad I did since I ended up not starting that thing. So I brought my knitting, and I'm working on my shawl, which is getting kind of big. It's so pretty. I love this yarn so much. So yeah, I'm working on that. Here is the yarn all caked up. And this colorway, it's Miss Babs Yowza, and the colorway is Joan of Arc. So flames and, you know, this sort of charcoal color, and it's got some white and some little bits of pink in it. I love this color so much. And then I have my Hocus Pocus cupcake charm, Halloween charm. So it's got a little witch hat on it, and it has a skull on top of the cupcake because, you know, I had to have a Halloween cupcake, right? So, working on that. So I'll have that I can work on tonight while they're doing the meeting or whatever. I just like to have something to do with my hands. So that's about it. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get any more progress in on Mystery 9 tonight because it's probably gonna be a late night by the time I get home. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go to something else. I think it's Bay Sampler. So, oh, but the fun part of working on Mystery 9 last night, you know, it's based on the Garden of Versailles. It's the King's vegetable garden, actually. So we started watching the TV series Versailles last night, and I was not even making the connection, but we got like halfway through the first episode and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm working on my Versailles piece and we're watching Versailles, which was really cool. So I think we watched 3 or 4 episodes of that last night. It's really good. So if you haven't seen it, you might try to check it out. So anyway, I think that's it. I will update you on Mystery 9. Even if I don't get to work on it tonight, I will show you where I got to last night so you can see that. And then, like I said, I think tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Bay Sampler. So I'm really looking forward to the long weekend. It is Memorial Day on Monday, and unlike some other holidays, I actually have the day off. So I'm super looking forward to that. I have some staircases in the Haunted Dollhouse to paint. So Good deal. All right, I'm gonna go wrap things up so that I can get out of here, and see you later. Hey guys, it is Friday, May 26th. It's kind of the end of this week going into the Memorial Day weekend in the US. So, as predicted, I did not get to work on Mystery 9 at all last night, so this only got one night of work. But I'm hoping I can get this back out again soon. So, I just wanted to show you how much I got done that night. So I did put it on my scroll rods, which was an endeavor, as I mentioned. And so I basically just worked on filling in this green hedge. So let me get a little closer. There were two colors that I filled in with here, all in this area, creating those little squares. And then I started doing the Algerian islets. So all the rest of those little squares need to be filled in with islets. And then I'm done with that part. And then right here will be kind of a teardrop shaped pool. So that'll be kind of the next spot that I go to. So I'm really pleased with how much I got done on the night before last, and I'm looking forward to getting this back out again, hopefully soon. I may need to make some adjustments in my scroll rod, the way I've got it on here, to maybe make that a little bit nicer looking, because it's a little crazy right now. So tonight I am scheduled to switch over to Bay Sampler. So this is what the whole piece looks like, minus the reflection. And this is by the Work Basket Bay Sampler. And here is my piece. So, I'm stitching this on, I want to say it's 28 count Picture This Plus. It might be 32 count. And for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what color this is even. Sterling, maybe? It's real blue. It's kind of a grayish blue. So anyway, so there's where I'm at. So you may remember when I worked on this, as part of my weekly rotation, working on my year of whips, I had to rip out this sail, and then I restitched it in this kind of creamy white color. That's where I had the problem when I set this down. And then I came over here and I finished this lighthouse and the little rocks. And then I kind of jumped up here and stitched this whale. So I'm thinking that I may work kind of in this area, which is, there's a big, there's three little whales right there. You can't even hardly see that bottom one. So there's three little whales right here, and then there's a big mermaid and another octopus. There you go. So I think I may work on that tonight and tomorrow night and see if I can't get the whales and the mermaid and that octopus done. And then next time I can start down in that corner and work down there. So I think this is looking really good. I love this piece so much. I'm stitching it with the called for silken colors, silks, that are some of my favorite silks to work with. So that's my plan for tonight, and yay, it's Friday night. And then tomorrow I will work on this again. And then I think it's over to mermaid treasure box maybe for the last couple of days of mania. So, hope you guys had a great week. Looking forward to the holiday weekend, and I will be back to show you my progress on this. Bye! Hey guys, it is Sunday, May 28th, and I wanted to show you where I am on Bay Sampler. So I worked on this Friday night and got the 3 little whales stitched. The gray one was already stitched, but I stitched the other 2 and then did their little water spout plume things. And then I came over here and started on this mermaid. I went to bed Friday night with a migraine, woke up yesterday morning, still had it all day. I attempted to stitch last night, so like yesterday morning I did the little ecru fins on her tail. Last night I basically did the bottom of this, of her, you know, the top part of her tail, and that was about all I got done because my head was hurting so bad. I was attempting to stitch because I hate just feeling like I've wasted a whole evening, but that's all that I could get done was just this half of it. So this morning I have laundry going, doing some house cleaning, all the usual Sunday stuff, and I thought I would see if I can get a little bit farther on her tail. I hate to put this away, having gotten so little done on it, but that's about all I could do. So I'll just see how much farther I can get on this. And then I think tonight I do Mermaid Treasure Box. I am watching Andrea Stitches and doing a little stitching. So that's about it. I will probably try to wrap up this week's videos and get those uploaded to YouTube. So my head is a little better this morning. They keep saying that it's gonna rain, and it looks like it's gonna rain, but I don't think we've really seen it much, if any, rain. So that's what's getting my head. So but I will work on this a little more, and then next time I shoot I will show you where I'm at. Bye.